Hello everybody, welcome to Sports Federation TV. We come to you every Friday night from 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock, and of course I repeat on Saturdays from 8 a.m. until 9 a.m. So if you're absolutely lucky when you're watching the show, you'll watch from 9 o'clock until 10 o'clock. You'll fall asleep on the couch and you'll wake up and you'll see us again tomorrow morning at about 8 o'clock. A lot of people love watching on a Friday and then waking up again Saturday and they have the repeat continued. Sports Federation TV, of course, is the show that's being created to look after the various sports federations in the Western Cape, making up all 6 districts. The West Coast, which I know where that is, it's up on the West Coast, and if you haven't worked that one out yet, grab a map and you know where the West Coast is. Eden is the old Esviadeer. Cape Winelands is, of course, the old Boerland. Then you have Cape Town, which is the old Western Province. And you've got Central Karoo, and you have Overberg, and that's what makes up the 6 districts within the Western Cape. And once you've competed in the 6 districts, then you can say that you've got provincial colours, and only then. And that's what's, of course, those are, of course, the demarcated areas within the SASCOC structures. And once you go from provincial, you might end up getting your Protea colours and going to compete on an international level. And that's what you want to do. You want to go and compete on an international level. And talking about internationals, coming up shortly here in Cape Town at Graham West, it is the World Junior Table Tennis Championships. And tell me more about that this evening. I've got Genevieve with me, as well as Lakeisha Johnson, and of course Mushfika Kalam. Mushfika's on the show with me now, but the ladies are going to still join us a little bit later, and we'll carry on talking about that. Genevieve, you're of course the public relations officer at part of the World Junior Team Championships. Welcome to Sports Federation TV.
Oh, thank you for having us.
I think it's long overdue. I mean, there's a World Championships coming to Cape Town. It's being at Grand West, right?
Yeah, it's a big event. It's the biggest event that we have ever hosted. So, yes.
Number of countries, a lot of countries, a lot of
Yes. We have about 20 countries participating, and we have nearly 200 players coming from across the world.
A lot of competition. Are they good?
Very good. We have the Mima Ito that recently participated, the 15-year-old Japanese girl who recently participated at the Rio Olympics.
Yeah.
So this is going to, lots of competition. Tough competition. China, Korea is coming. France is coming.
When one talks table tennis, one always thinks China.
Yes.
Like they're the scary ones.
They
the Chinese come out here, you know it's trouble.
Yeah, they seem to take it away always.
All right, well, with me also Mushfika Kalam. Mushfika, you're a legend yourself. You're currently the South African under-15 champion, right? South African under-15 champion. How long have you been playing table tennis?
Well, I've been playing, this is my 4th year that I've been playing now.
Yeah. All right, and you're enjoying it?
Yes, very much.
And how did you get into table tennis? What made you start table tennis?
My brothers played before me, so they actually taught me how to play, but I got got exciting, interesting, and then I joined that Boundary Table Tennis Club. And Mr. Graham van As is my coach.
Graham van As is your coach. You sound like he's a bit of a mentor to you.
Yes.
Do you work closely with him?
Yes, we are, yes.
How many times a week do you practice?
For big tournaments, I train 4 times a day and on a Saturday.
You train 4 times a day?
Yes.
And
twice,
on Saturday?
yes. Twice a day. Twice each day. Yes.
A lot of hard work.
Yes.
All right, now I believe you've just won the under-18 championships as well.
No, I came in semi-finals in under-18.
In the semi-finals?
Yes.
So was that a tough competition?
It was, yes, it was.
All right. Now, you mentioned your coach, Mr. van der As, but I believe you've had some Swedish coaching as well.
Yes, I had. That was the national training camp last year in October.
Are you South Africa's youngest player?
Yes.
All right. All right. So are you excited? You're playing in this competition at Grand West?
No, it's my first now, the Worlds. Yes,
but you are going to play?
Yes.
You're going to compete? Have you been training hard?
Yes, I've been training hard, yes.
All right. Who do you think is going to be the toughest competition? We were talking about the Chinese earlier on, and some of them just come back from the Olympics, so they're going to be fresh and ready to go.
Yes, they're the most toughest competition. Yeah. China, Japan, Egypt, Japan,
Okay. Genevieve, from a South African perspective, I mean, obviously you guys must be extremely proud to be hosting it here in South Africa. Was it a bit of a process to get it to South Africa?
Well, all countries have to put in a bid document,
yeah.
And they have certain requirements, and they kind of weigh up the options. We also sent along a video of Cape Town,
Yeah.
You know, to make it more enticing.
Yeah.
And at the
Was
end of the day,
that must have played in your favour? I mean, you share the Table Mountain.
Definitely, one of the wonders of the world, definitely.
Yeah, and the currency, the South African currency, of course,
definitely. Everyone's going to flood to South Africa after yesterday.
Yes, yeah. No, of course, it's just been announced that Donald Trump is the new president in America. So I'm expecting, depending on if there's a wall in America or not, we might have a whole lot of new visitors in South Africa.
Definitely.
But you must be looking forward to hosting them. How long is the event? How many days?
The event is over 8 days. We're starting with the team event on the 30th of November.
Yeah.
And on the 3rd, we're hosting the boys and girls final.
Okay.
Teams final, and then we'll have the mixed doubles on the 3rd. We're starting with the mixed doubles, and to the end of the event, the 5th, the 6th, and the 7th, we then have the singles event. The finals being played of the singles on the 7th of December.
All right, Genevieve, I'm going to ask you to stay right where you are because we're going to make a quick seat change, and we're going to ask Zakir Musa and, of course, who else is joining us? Lakeisha, but let's bring up Zakir, and he's going to come and sit here with you. I want you to take us through a little bit more of the event. So, Mushfiqah, we are going to say goodbye to you and wish you the very best of luck for the tournament, and make sure you bring back the medals.
Thank you, I will.
All right, right, folks, you are watching Sports Federation TV, and of course, as I say, we bring you the very best of what's happening in the world of sport. But it's also about the administrators, it's about the club development, transformation, and we guide you through some of the very much the administrative process of what's actually happening in the world of sport. We don't always concentrate so much on the results, on the entertainment, because really when it comes from a federation perspective, it's the sports administrators behind the scenes that make sure that the ball keeps on rolling, literally. Anyway, let's go back to our table tennis interview. Zakir Musa, of course, ranked number 2 in South Africa at the moment. Zakir, welcome to Sports Federation TV, but I believe you also have 4 South African titles at the moment.
Yep. My first South African title was when I was turning 12 in 2011. And
well, how old are you now?
Currently, I'm 16 years old.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm turning 17 in December. So my first South African title was in 2011 in Potchefstroom. Yeah, that was my first. And after that, it was 2 in 2014. No, 1 in 2014 and 1 in 2013. And then the other one was 2015.
So you've been the reigning South African champion a number of times.
Yep, that's right.
All right, so you like you are the kind of the guy to beat.
Yeah, but the guy that beat me this year was Byron Abrams.
Now, who is he? Where's he from?
He's from...
Not from the Western Cape?
He is from the Western
Really?
Cape, actually, yeah.
Okay.
Western Cape, the Western Province people are actually the one to compete with, yeah.
Are they the top dogs?
Yep. They are the one to beat.
You know, in December you turn 17. You know what happens then?
What happens?
Here's where the problem comes.
Yeah.
Learner's license.
Oh, yeah.
So we all want to know, are we going to be able to keep you focused on table tennis?
I think, no, table tennis is my main thing. It's a priority to me. So table tennis is a thing that I love to do every day.
Genevieve, I'm going to bring you in here because you're speaking for yourself now. Are the kids focused? Do they stay focused? Can we keep them in Cape Town? Can we keep them in the Western Cape?
It's amazing. These kids, Zakir, Lakeisha, who's still coming up, Mushfiqah, they come from the Cape Flats.
Yeah.
And they have many challenges. And to be involved in sport is the one thing that's keeping them focused.
Yeah. So
I think we'd keep them for a very long time because they can see they are reaping the benefits of being in sport, especially playing table tennis.
Okay, Zakir, you've got the World Championships coming up now. It's here at Grand West.
Yep.
Are you competing?
I just want to gain the most experience that I could.
Yeah.
I think it will be a competitive game when I'm playing against the other countries. So the main thing that I want to pick up is just the experience and I want to enjoy myself.
All right. So any big things you're going to be careful of? China? We were talking about this earlier on.
The Chinese and the forehands. You can't compete with that. Yeah.
All right. I've seen a lot of those YouTube videos, you know, where they throw the ball in the air and they spin it and all that. Is that real?
Yes, it is actually real. Yeah. The Chinese, they do it a lot. But the one thing that we need to look out for is the forehands. Basically, we need to keep away from the forehands.
Is that the Has your coach been telling you this? Watch out for the foreign.
We watching the videos and we see them at the Olympics, So that's the main thing. And to the Europeans don't have a foreign like them, but the backhands, of course, is on a good level.
So what's your secret weapon?
My backhand, of course.
Your backhand?
Yeah.
But do the Chinese know about your backhand?
I don't think so, but they should watch out for me.
All right, Zakir, we're going to leave it at that. We've still got, I think, is it Mushfiqah?
Lakeisha.
Lakeisha is coming up, and Lakeisha is going to come and join us. We're trying to give table tennis a lot of exposure. Remember, folks, there's a World Table Tennis Championship coming up in 2 weeks' time at Grand West. So if you're into table tennis, well, in fact, if you want to see the world's top athletes, whether you're into table tennis or not, then you've got to make sure that you get down to Grand West in 2 weeks' time. In fact, we've got a fantastic little poster here. There you can see it on the screen right now, where you can catch the world's best juniors in action from the 30th of November through to the 7th of December. A number of sponsors, of course, there, which we'll mention a little bit later, but it is the Sun International 2016 World Junior Table Tennis Championships here in Cape Town. It looks like it's been sponsored by Jula and Stag and the Western Cape government. And of course, see the Sascock logos in there as well as Lotto and possibly even Woolworths. Those are some of the sponsors. Always good to mention the sponsors. So joining me now is Lakeisha Johnson. Lakeisha is, of course, the current Western Province and South African Under-18 Girls Championship winner. She represented South Africa, the senior world champs in Malaysia in 2016. Of course, an exciting and attacking player who's been playing for the last 8 years. All right, madam, tell us a little bit about your performance, and are you ready for the World Championships?
Well, I just came from Morocco, so I think I'll be ready to play in the World Championships.
You just came from Morocco? Were you on holiday?
No, it was the senior championship.
But you're only under 18. You're still young. What do you mean it was the senior championships?
Well, I qualified to play in the senior team.
How old are you now?
I'm 16.
You're 16 and you went to go play against the adults?
Yes, I did.
And how did it go?
Well, it was tough, but at least I came through. So
yeah. How long were you there for?
I think a week and a half.
A week and a half. Genevieve, did you go with?
No, unfortunately not.
Morocco would be the great place.
Would be.
So tell us a little bit about what was the idea behind Morocco?
Look, I think they need to gain as much experience as they can.
Yeah.
So we try and send them out. Because there's no sponsorships and we have limited amounts of money, we have to kind of be very selective of where we send them to. And also, we are privileged because automatically because we hold the hosting country, we qualify to host 2 teams, to feature 2 teams. Normally, you would have to qualify, and that means we have to do maximum participation internationally, which we don't have money for.
Talking about international, do you travel a lot, Lakeisha?
Lately, yes.
Really? So you're a jet setter. You get around the world, Morocco, China, all these kind of places to go compete.
Yes, I did.
Best place in the world so far for you?
I think Egypt was the
Egypt.
best.
They're quite good.
Yes, they are.
All right. So just back to South Africa now. It's the World Champs at Grand West in 2 weeks' time. Preparation, are you feeling ready?
With the training that we're getting, I think so. We can obtain results.
You're ready for it. All right, listen, we're going to wish you the best of luck and go out, and I believe you got a big forehand smash.
Thank you.
All right. Genevieve, to yourself, thanks for joining us here. I know that you're going to have your hands full over the next couple of weeks with the public relations that obviously has to take place in terms of the global aspect. Everyone around the world is going to be wanting to know the latest results and who's playing against who, so you're going to have your work cut out for you.
Yeah, definitely lots of work ahead.
Yeah, lots of work ahead. All right, we're going to leave it at that. Right, folks, as I mentioned earlier on, was, of course, the Eden Sports Awards over the weekend last week, Friday. And now that's, of course, the entire George Eden area. We managed to get a couple of photographs in from Desmond Spielman and Dave van der Walt. Desmond Spielman was, of course, the chairperson of the Eden District Sports Council, and Dave van der Walt, the secretary there, and Amanda Stripp is, of course, involved as well. These are all some of your administrators, but some nice photographs there that has just come in from the folks at the Eden Sports Council. So these were the awards over the weekend. Sipe Sikle Bobo was, of course, the Indigenous Sports Star of the Year, and Gerald Diaga, Technical Excellence Award. Followed by Rudy Claassen, Administrator of the Year, and Norman Cubito, Farm Worker of the Year. Claudia Miller walked away with Coach of the Year, And then it was no surprise that Alma Davis walked away with the Sports Woman of the Year. And John Havenga, President's Award. We'll still have to find out what that was for, but clearly a lot of dedication to the world of sport in the Eden Sports District. So if you were watching, right folks, remember, if you're interested in joining on the Sports Federation TV show, just make sure that you get through to your local sports federation that should be affiliated to the District Sports Council, which of course should be affiliated to the Provincial Sports Council, Confederation at least, and get exposure for your show here on Sports Federation TV. That's a wrap from us. We'll see you again next week, same time, same place. Have a fantastic sporting weekend. Bye-bye.